Atlas 1030 Trail snowshoe. Great snowshoe, very durable. Let's talk about it. Well, the snowshoe is it has the frame with the tempered aluminum that goes all the way around it to add for a lot of rigidness and very, very tough. The material that comes in the inside of it is very rough as well. I have taken this to a series of mountains, including when I did my expedition to Mount Whitney, and it held up to everything, including going over certain portions where I lost the trail and during trailblazing went over a lot of bushes and what have you. And still, I haven't had one punctured one go through it. Have dulled a little bit on the metal grips, the fingers here that are gripping in for the ice. But all in all, it's a great shoe. So for a general purpose of a snowshoe, considering that this is the proper one for me, which by the way, you need to make sure that you weigh yourself with all your gear before you go out and buy your snowshoe, because you want to get the right one. And sometimes you'd be surprised. The more weight you have, the bigger the snowshoe gets, at least in my experience. So for a general purpose of a snowshoe, I'm going to give it a 4. And the reason why I'm going to give it a 4 is because it's not all the way perfect. I do wish that it was, it has these 2 clips on it to hold it together, but it's really kind of hard to fit it onto the pack. Not to mention when you are walking in these snowshoes, they don't have the rear heel riser for when you're going up on an incline, which is nice so that you're not having to walk at a weird angle when you're going up, because you're not always going to be walking flat, especially when it comes to mountaineering. When it comes to comfort, I'm going to give it a 5. I don't have any other reason to not give it a perfect score on that. It goes around any shoe. I've had it on my tennis shoes. I've had it on my mountaineering boots. I've even let others had to swap gear, let them use my shoes. No issues. And now the quick draw nylon little webbing here, you put your boot right in there. You just give it one good pull, and it's cinched down and it's ready to go. It's very quick, because everybody knows when you got to transition your footwear in mountaineering, it's important that you want to do it in a timely manner, because you never know when the weather's going to come in, and you don't want to be sitting there messing around with your gear. You want to know how it's going to work. It's going to work the first time. It's going to be very easy to do, and very easy for someone else to learn how to do. Shouldn't take a whole lot of thought into it. When it comes to the durability of it, well, I'm going to give it a 4. The reason why I'm going to give it a 4 is because every now and then, I'll find that my boot will actually slip out of the back here. I haven't lost it. It hasn't fallen off my foot yet, because the toe holders are very, very firm. But this heel strap that comes around, if you don't have it high up on the heel, it will slip out every now and then. And I'm sure that with further use, your boot would eventually come out. But that's where you got to make sure you're checking your gear. So aside of that, it's a very good snowshoe, and they're not incredibly heavy, but they are heavier if you're going to compare it to like the MSR brands. So, but this is my preference, and I highly recommend it.